If the kitchen's where you'd rather have your friends and family gather, you should hit the like and subscribe down below. And if filling plates and platters while maintaining flavor matters, then there's a stellar cook that you should know. It's Rain, the planet with a palate. They'll keep you fed and coming back for more. So come on, take up space. Rain will make a tasty plate and tell the Diet Karens where to go. It's the Planet with a Palate cooking show.
All clean. Howdy y'all, and welcome to another episode of Planet with a Palate. I'm very excited because today is part 2 of my chili episodes, which last week we were joined by my roommate Peach, and they made their mom's chili, which was really, really good. Actually, since they moved in, they've been cooking with me a lot in the kitchen. We have made all kinds of cool things, and if you guys aren't already following me on Instagram, you totally should, because I've definitely been posting pictures of the food that we're making. You can probably hear the coffee brewing in the background, you know. I would love to say that I just need it for energy, but the truth is we're actually going to be using this coffee in the chili. Little side note here, in case y'all are wondering how I started adding the coffee to the chili, because I know it's kind of a strange ingredient in chili. It was not in Ivy's original recipe. So for a while there was a chili cook-off coming into my town, and I was learning how to cook and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be in this chili cook-off. I wasn't. Just so you know, I never did it. But, so what I started doing is I started trying all these award-winning chilies so that I could kind of try to come up with my own recipe of chili. So I just started making like chili after chili after chili, just like really trying to like figure out I was like, you know, Jack Skellington trying to figure out the secret of Christmas, you know, it's like, what's this? That's how it happened. There was an award-winning chili that was actually on the Barefoot Contessa show. It was not her recipe. It was someone else's. They were from New York. They had won some award-winning chili, and it had coffee in it. And when I made it, I was like, oh, coffee. As I sort of cultivated my chili recipe, the coffee stayed. It was a good ad. I do love coffee, but I love food that's flavored with coffee. It just gives it like a richness and a depth of flavor. So I'm pretty excited about that. But before I get started with my episode, I would like to address something that has come to my attention recently. And I have some things that I'd like to say. So first of all, a few episodes back, when I started getting back on track with filming for you guys every week and stuff, I sort of told you what's been going on with me in the summer and sort of like some of the hardships I've been facing and some of the things that I've been doing that have required more of my attention than Planet with a Palate, and also the fact that I was depressed and things like that. It came to my attention recently. Someone pointed out to me a couple of things. And before I go, you know, like on record and address what I said and how I would like to correct it, I would like to say that my show is not scripted. And I'm just a regular person who does regular things and sometimes says things the wrong way. So if any of you guys ever notice that I do say anything that feels problematic, where you have concerns about or anything like that, I mean, I might not address every single thing, but I definitely believe in being held accountable as a person, as a content creator, and also as a parent. And that's what I want to address this time. So when I was explaining to you guys some of the things that were going on in my life, one of the things that I said is that I have 2 special needs kids. Someone pointed out to me that, first of all, people who have autism do not like being called special needs. I was unaware of that. And now that I know, I would like to, you know, basically go on record saying that I am sorry. And if I offended anyone, and what I did mean by that is that both of my kids do have support needs, but there's sort of a bigger overarching problem to what I said. And what it is that at that time I was trying to explain to you guys like sort of where I was at mentally and, physically and a lot of things. And someone pointed out to me that I basically was making like a laundry list of hardships or something. And that's not exactly, wasn't my intention, and certainly wasn't how I saw it when I was talking. But on that list was my kids being special needs. And so, for the sake of my children who do watch the show, and also for all of you, I would like to clarify that my kids are not a hardship or a burden to me in any way. Is it difficult having kids that do have support needs? Sometimes, yes. Like I absolutely, I also have support needs, and that's also hard. They are both very helpful to me in many ways as well. But I just would like to say that I love my sons very much, and they are honestly like the light and joy of my life. And I know that my older son is not, doesn't come on the show and stuff, but I would like to give him a shout out. Hey, I actually wore these earrings for you because we're going to see The Lightning Thief this weekend, which we're going to see a stage show of The Lightning Thief. My oldest son is I'm going to tell you about my kids for a minute. So first of all, my oldest son is amazing. He's an actor. He is a singer. He writes songs. He is an artist. He is a very artistic kid. He is extremely funny, weird in the very best way. And honestly, he's a hoot. And he's 16 years old and starting to drive now, which is terrifying. And he's getting older now, and he's a really cool kid. He's smart, he's woke, he's really great. And you guys have met Arthur and seen what a joy and little bundle of sunshine he is. And he's been on the show a lot. But I would just like to reiterate that, my kids I see very much as a positive thing in my life. And despite our challenges, because everyone in this house is neurodivergent, we have overcome a lot, each of us individually and together as a family. And I guess I was pointing out that I have challenges in my life, but I don't want my viewers to think that that's how I see my kids, as just as a challenge, because what I see in my boys is two extraordinary human beings who make my life better every day, and make me a better person, make me more accountable, make me more focused, more driven, more motivated. They give me so much just by existing and being them that I literally could never repay. So I just want to clear up any misconceptions that anyone had about what I said. I wanted to say that I really love my kids, and that is kind of the center of my life. And I guess when I was, very emotional and kind of talking to you guys about some of the things I had been going through, when I listed, them having support needs as sort of like on that list of challenges, I feel that came off in a way that wasn't appropriate and didn't truly reflect how I feel about my sons. And so I just wanted to clear that up before we get started, because they really are like the light of my life, mean the world to me. In fact, so a lot of the things in my kitchen are actually sort of dedicated to them and to my partner and basically to our family. But up here I have the Capricorn and the Gemini sign here on that's my two sons' signs. And if you look down here, we've got our whole family's as Roman calls the bear paw, because theirs kind of looks like a bear paw, but these are my two kids' handprints, which is really cool. So yeah, we're going to get started making some chili. It's going to be delicious. I am so excited. This is a vegetarian chili, so any of you who are vegetarians, you are definitely invited to the party this time. All right, y'all. let's get going. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is brew some coffee. And you know what? If you need it, go ahead and have yourself a cup of coffee. Then you're gonna chop up an onion, 2 jalapenos, and we're gonna put that in the pot first with a little bit of olive oil and let it simmer down and, you know, do its thing. And then we are going to add 1 can of light kidney beans, 1 can of dark red kidney beans. Normally I like to get the fire roasted corn, but they didn't have it, so I went ahead and got the Southwest corn instead. And because of that, I normally get the fire roasted corn and a normal thing of Rotel, but since they didn't have the fire roasted, I got the fire roasted Rotel because I really like that fiery fire roasted flavor in this, especially with the coffee. You're also gonna want to have 2 packs of your vegetarian crumbles. For me, I like to use, because it adds some flavor and some heat, I like to use 1 of the regular crumbles and 1 of the chorizo. And you want some garlic, some hot sauce, oh yeah, baby, and salt and pepper, of course. And last but certainly not least, you can use any kind of chili mix. As y'all know, I'm a big fan of using what you have on hand, but I particularly, and yes, I bought it just because it said Tex-Mex, okay? Yeah, sue me, I love Texas. But I bought it and I do love it. So I particularly enjoy and like this McCormick Tex-Mex chili. For this, I would say use about a half an onion. So we're gonna do that. I love the jalapeno in this. I make my chili rather spicy. So if you want to take out the jalapeno or just, you know, use 1, maybe ones that aren't quite as big, maybe take out the hot sauce. If you're not a spice person like I am, you can definitely do that. Anytime I'm dicing a jalapeno, I generally like to dice it really fine, especially if I'm keeping it uncooked, because it will be quite spicy. I am gonna dice it really fine, but you don't have to be as meticulous with it if you're cooking it, and I am gonna pan sear these, so, you know. The other thing is, when you're cutting your jalapeno, if you want to try to get all the seeds off, the seeds are also very spicy. I'm going to actually throw what seeds came. Obviously, I'm not going to use all the seeds. That'd be way too much. But the seeds that just came off while I was chopping, I'm just going to leave those on the cutting board and let them go in. Let them add to this spicy goodness. So this is going to be a spicy chili, y'all. Y'all should know. One of my friends was really into doing those like cooking kits, like HelloFresh type stuff. And honestly, he'd done like all of them, I think at one point. And so he came over and helped me with some stuff around the house, a lot of stuff around the house. And when I was like trying to move some furniture to different rooms and stuff, and I really appreciated that. I didn't have a lot of money for a thank you, but I wanted to do something kind of special. So I made a cooking kit box for him, and his spouse was, you know, mostly eats vegetarian. So I thought, you know, I'll do my vegetarian chili. So I put all of the ingredients in the box, along with a recipe. Food is my love language, if you can't tell. You know, along with a little thank you note. And his spouse knew that I was coming over with the box. And so when I came over, and I also like decorated the box too. It had all these different colored papers on it. It was really cool. And I called it, because you know how there's like Blue Apron or whatever. I called it Rainbow, but rain with an E for my name, Rainbow Apron. And it was really cute. I rang the doorbell, and when I came in, I was like, hey, you know, you have a package on the front porch. I don't know if you realize this, but there's a package out there for you. So he went out and got it, and he was really excited. He loved it. And they told me that they've been making my chili recipe ever since. So that's pretty cool. I love sharing food and recipes with friends. It's always such a good time, and that was a really good memory. All right. As you can see, we've got almost as many jalapenos here as we do onions, and I'm not mad about that. I don't want to overpower it with onion flavor because we're also going to be putting some garlic in here. And just in my experience, about half an onion for this dish is perfect. I'm going a little heavy-handed with the jalapenos, not going to lie. So you do not have to do 2 jalapenos, but I am, because I'm wild out here. I like it spicy. So now obviously y'all can do this part in like a pan. It might be a little bit easier to sort of stir around the ingredients in the bottom. I am just a really big fan of not having to wash more dishes. And this is such a super easy meal, especially since we have the crumbles. They don't have to cook the same way as like you would have to brown your meat and stuff. So it's a super easy dish, and I don't want to do more dishes. So we're going to cook it all in one pot. So I'm going to cook down. I put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan, and we are going to set our temperature to about medium. And then we're going to go ahead and start putting in some of these ingredients one by one and letting them heat up. We're gonna start with our onions. And once our onions start to sizzle and start to get a little translucent, we're gonna add in next our jalapenos. So let's get that going. Just me snacking on a jalapeno because I'm a spicy baby. We love to hear that sizzle. Woo! This kitchen is already starting to smell amazing, and all we've got going so far is our onions and jalapenos. It is kind of the order you put this stuff in my opinion. Because next up we're going to do our garlic. And I'm going to grab about a tablespoon. You can do less if you want, but you know I love garlic. I'm using minced garlic today because I'm out of fresh garlic. I know y'all haven't seen the Dracula in a while. We need to fix that. Everything's looking and smelling so yummy. I'm going to turn the heat down a little to about 3. Next up, we're going to pour in about, y'all know I love to eyeball stuff, but I'm going to say about 1/4 to a 1/2 cup of coffee. Just want to give it a little. Okay, I know it's weird, but the smell of the coffee mixing with the onions and garlic and jalapeno, to me, it smells heavenly. Next up, we're gonna put in our griller crumbles. I like to put the liquid in before I put in the griller crumbles. I find they break apart a little easier and cook a little easier that way. One bag. Bag number 2. This is the spicy bag. Smell that chorizo flavor. Yum, yum. And we just want to get it back sizzling again. Next up, we are going to dump in this can of Rotel. Ooh. Now, with all of my cans, I am not going to rinse anything. I am not going to drain anything. I want all the juice to go into my chili because that's actually going to be the juice for our chili. If you want more juice in your chili, you can also add a fresh diced tomato to it. It's delicious that way. If you want less juice in your chili, you can drain the vegetables. I love the consistency it comes out when I leave all the vegetable juice in from these cans. You know, we talk a lot on this channel, or at least I do, about building flavor. And that's one of the things that's super important to me when I'm cooking, is building that umami flavor. We just love the layers, you know? And this chili is definitely an example of that. Oop, spilled some. And again, we're just gonna leave in all this juice from the corn, because it's gonna thicken up again when we add in our Tex-Mex seasoning. That's gonna thicken it quite a bit. Now we're gonna add some hot sauce. Told you I'm going for the spice. So I'm gonna give it a good kick here. Good kick in the seat. Add some salt. Some pepper. These flavors marry together. That is looking good, y'all. Now, I love using 1 can of the light and 1 can of the dark beans, because I just love the way it looks, honestly. And I do find they have a slightly different flavor. Adds a little variety. I've also used black beans in this before. You know. That's looking good. Now that everything is starting to bubble together, last but certainly not least, we are going to add our packet of Tex-Mex chili mix. And we're just going to stir that in. Now we're just going to put the lid on the pot. And we are gonna turn that down and let it simmer for about an hour, and that's it. It's seriously so simple, y'all. We're gonna add some toppings and we're gonna have another fantastic chili day, and I am excited. So that was it. Simple, simple recipe, 1 pot recipe. So yummy, so flavorful, so spicy. So you can tone down the spice if you need to, but yep, we'll be back in about an hour. You're gonna wanna stir this occasionally throughout the hour. You know, check on it maybe every 10, 15 minutes. Make sure it's not sticking to the bottom of your pan. This looks so good, y'all. And it smells amazing. Gonna top it here with some green onion. Bit of cheddar cheese. Ooh, this is gonna be so good, y'all. Ooh, it looks so good, y'all. I'm ready to eat. Let's take a big old bite. Let's see how spicy. Okay. I'm very happy with this chili. It slaps, y'all. And just to, you know, kind of even it out with how we ate the chili last week. Beer and chili. What a winning combo. If you wanted to kill down some of the heat in this, you could add some sour cream to the top. I also really love fresh cut basil on top of this. I know it sounds weird, but I like to do a mixture of basil and cilantro, and it's really good. I just don't have any right now. This is so good. It has like the depth of flavor from the coffee in it. It has the sweetness from the corn. It has the heat. It's just This is so happy dance worthy, y'all. Hey, Peach. There's chili if you're hungry.
Yeah.
I made it. So the original recipe, which was Ivy's recipe, did call for corn. I've since added, as I told you, the fire roasted corn instead. This time we used the Southwest corn. I think it worked out. I still got that fire roasted flavor from the fire roasted, from the fire roasted tomatoes. Definitely a fresh tomato in this is really good too. But I'm very happy with the chili and how it turned out. If y'all make this, I would love to know. If y'all really want to know what's going on with me, you can follow me on Facebook and follow me on Insta, and I will always let you know if there's going to be an update. But I think we're going to try to do a midweek Q&A this week. So, ooh, getting them slow moves. I love this chili, y'all. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I would swim in a vat of this. I'm about to make a mess. I can just feel it. There it went. This is so good. Those jalapenos, even though they're cooked down, they give it a little bite. I love it. I love it. I actually think this is going to taste great mixed with Peach's mom's chili. We're going to do that later this week, though. I'm making a mess. Look at this. Well, it ain't a Planet with a Palate cooking show if we ain't making a mess. So here we are. I love this cheese. I should have made some cornbread muffins with this. With more jalapeno. Just give me all the jalapenos. So ever since Peach has been here, it's been really funny because they really love jalapenos, and I am a jalapeno enthusiast. Last year, I had a huge jalapeno plant. It's since, unfortunately, it didn't survive the hurricane when I was gone for a couple weeks. But it was huge. Trying to get back there because I love my fresh grown jalapenos. Amazing. This is so amazing, you guys. I love it. My sister is calling me right now. I love you, Mel, but you're going to have to wait because there is chili happening right now.
Chili that has to be ate.
It's so good. I love it. I love it. One of the reasons that I'm such a big fan of vegetarian chili is because you don't have to brown your meat. It really makes it super easy. This is an easy dinner, y'all. Real easy. It's got a lot of ingredients, but you just, layer them all in the pot. It's like making my banana pudding, which there is a banana pudding episode. P.S. It's easy. Well, that was a chili and beer burp if I ever heard one. My compliments to the not chef, to the home cook. I'm getting so excited about seeing The Lightning Thief this weekend. It's one of my son's favorite plays, I think. Yeah. I don't know. He really likes it. He loves a lot of musicals, so it's hard to say like which ones are his favorite, but I think it's one of his favorite. And he's not in this performance, which is a bummer because one of the highlights of my life is seeing this kid on stage. Let me tell you, he is a talented young man. I'm so proud. But it's going to be really fun because I don't think we've ever sat in the audience of a play together actually before, which is really funny because he's done so many plays and I've, attended them all, of course, but yeah, this will be our first time sitting in the audience of a play. We've definitely gone to concerts and other things like that, but this is, we also went and saw the ballet. We saw the Nutcracker ballet when he was young, but this will be our first musical together. I'm excited. Other than like the million musicals we watch on TV, because we are always watching some kind of musical. He is a musical kid, and I was too in high school. My high school did a production of Fiddler on the Roof, and it was really well done. I was supposed to be in it, but I changed high schools at the last minute. Haven't been in a musical in a really long time. When I was in 5th grade, though, my moment to shine, 5th grade, I was Nora in a production of Pete's Dragon. As y'all know, I do love to sing. My son was here last week, and it was really hilarious. We were singing some... We like to do karaoke sometimes. Like we sometimes go out to karaoke, like at a restaurant, but we haven't done that in a while. But we do karaoke at the house a lot too. And he was like, "Okay, I know what song I want you to sing." And he made me sing Chandelier, which is way out of my range. It was quite comical. Not a vibe, you guys. Not like this chili. This chili is a vibe. This bowl of chili is almost gone, y'all. Don't put a bowl of chili in front of me. Really don't try to come between me and a bowl of chili. You get slurped down with that chili. Gosh, this is so good. I love having chili 2 weeks in a row. I love the idea for this episode of doing 2 different types of chili. That's right. I slurped it out of the bowl. I wanted every last drop. Look, I barely even touched my beer. This chili was very good. It is Happy Dance worthy and Planet with a Palate Approved. I'm definitely going back for seconds of that, y'all. So, try the chili. Try Peach's mom's chili. It was really, really good. Totally different vibe. I wouldn't even know how to start to compare them because they're very different. Both very delicious. I love chili, and we've had a good couple of weeks around this house because we've had chili twice. So at some point, Peach is going to give y'all their review of the chili, of this chili. My vegetarian chili, which I have cleaned the bowl. And we'll also try to mix our chilies together as a little fun afterthought in one episode. Gosh, you guys, whew. It's hot though. It's spicy, real spicy. But try it. Let me know what you think. I love when y'all send me an email And a lot of y'all have been sending me emails with pictures of the food of mine that you've been making, since you can't post a picture on YouTube. So I would love to see if y'all make my chili. I would love to see, I'm sure Peach would love to see if y'all make their mom's chili. Y'all should definitely send me your pictures when you make my recipes, because I get so excited. Right now I'm in a situation where I can't respond to every single comment and every single email, but I do try to respond to most of them. I don't know if that's going to be the case as if my count keeps growing. So, but I really want to do my best to interact with y'all. And when you send me pictures of the food you made and, let me know that you loved it. Hopefully you loved it, Be like, hey, I'm sending you this hate photo. Your chili was really underwhelming. I mean, you can tell me that too. It's fine. I'll still probably respond. But yeah, I love when y'all send me pictures. So I really want to thank you for that. I love how interactive y'all have all been on this channel. I feel like the community that we're building here is really special. I am very happy to be back doing my weekly episodes. I'm going to start trying to add a little something here and there, a featurette bi-weekly. There is going to be a Q&A coming up, so look out for that. I'm working right now on a Kickstarter for my cookbook, you guys, where you guys will be able to pre-order the cookbook, and you'll be able to get, some perks and, all kinds of cool stuff. I'm very excited about the cookbook. I have lots and lots of ideas coming up, and we're going to be going into season 2. It's been almost a year that y'all have been here with me eating this food and enjoying this food, and I really can't thank you enough. I love you all so much, and I just want to tell you how much I'm happy to be back on Friday nights, sharing my recipes with y'all, and sharing a little happy dance, a little reason to smile throughout the week. So thank you for being here. I love you so much, and I hope to hear from you all soon. My email address is planetwapalette@gmail.com. So if y'all want to send me those pics, if you make any of my food, please let me know. I love pictures, guys. Okay. All right. Have a great one. I'll see you next time. And before I go, I would love to shout out my Planeteer of the Week, Ethan Parker 4309, I believe. That's the correct name right there. I got an email from you over the past couple of weeks that was just so sweet. Ethan is from Canada. Shout out Alberta, Canada. What's up? And is a gay nurse in Canada, and said that he watches my show to find out what he's going to make for his husband. And we had a very lovely chat through email. I love emailing with y'all, so email me. And you also shared with me your favorite recipe, which I cannot wait to make. I'm really excited about it. And I just want to shout you out because your email was just so sweet and inspiring and, honest and vulnerable and just loving. And I want to send back the love. You're super awesome. I really enjoyed email chatting with you. Thanks. You're the Planeteer of the Week. You're awesome. Much love. So once again, you guys, I can't say enough how much I love you, and I hope that you have a great weekend and a great week, and I'll see you sometime this week for Q&A. I will update on my community tab to let y'all know when that's going to be, as well as on my Instagram and my Facebook account. So, bye guys.